join it, whether it's a Rotary Club, it's a Chamber of Commerce. Join these places because, again, visibility is important. People have to know you exist, so they have to see you. They used to say it took 7 times or people saw your business before they would interact with you. Well, now with the internet and everything, it's going to take more like 70 times for people to know who you are so that they can come through your doors. After you've done all that, now sit down with a nice glass of tea on your porch and think about where you would like to have potential customers come from. Do you want more tiny tigers? Do you want more cruddy kids? Do you want more adults? Do you want more women? And when you decide what you would like more of, then find out where those people are and go to those places and make sure you start letting them know that you're there. Now, I'm going to go a little bit slow. If I'm talking too fast, just let me know. I got 10 ideas for brainstorming so you can figure out how to start your network creation. Okay. Number 1, who have I received leads from in the past? This is really important. So you're going to write down who that is so you can kind of start networking there. Number 2, who sells to the same people I do? Number 3, who buys from the people I sell to? You guys, do you know what your parents do for a living? I have a board and a book where everybody puts their business cards in, and I always tell my parents that they need to check that before they hire a doctor, a plumber, a dentist, because that way I'm cross-marketing all my parents with one another. 4, who stands to benefit from the same events or circumstances that I do? When I'm doing something, who else could benefit from it? You know, I'm doing something with back to school, and I'm working with a safety thing. Who else could benefit from it? Well, McDonald's can, because they sell Happy Meals, and they have these little kid parks in there. So I go to McDonald's, and I tell them what I'm doing, and I have them sponsor it. So find out who else could benefit from them and invite them to be a part of it. Number 5, who do my competitors network with? Rich, you know, it could depend on the demographics. Really, all of us, you know, there's always someone around us that could benefit from what we're doing. We just have to sometimes think outside of the box. If you wanted to talk to me later, I could help you think outside of the box. Actually, I have 10, Jamie, and no, it's not on a slide, but I could email it to you. Number 5, who does my competitors network with? You guys, we all have competitors. Find out what they're doing, where are they going, especially the school down the street that you think is a little more successful than you are. Who are they networking with? And then start networking in the same kind of arena. Number 6, who can I help? You know what? You got to give a little to get a little. Look around. Who can you help? Who can you be a blessing to? That's very important. I will tell you, that's a big lesson I learned from Sensei Nick and ChampionsWay. Big shout out to them. Every time I needed help, they were always right there. I don't care if it was 5 minutes to 6. They would really work with me on it and come up with a solution. And they helped me with never asking me to give anything back. Number 7, you got to pay it forward, guys. Number 7, who has sought my help in the past? Number 8. Who have I helped in the past? Go back and see if those people, you can help them again. All right. Number 9, who wants to help me? You know, there's a lot of people out there that want to help you. Check with your parents. Check with people in the community. If you actually just stop and listen, you will hear people go, wow, you know, Sensei, I'd really like to help you with this project, or I'd really like to do that. Let them help you. Number 10, who is a good networker? This is really important. There are a lot of people out there that are great networkers. Sometimes you've got moms that are so connected, it is just almost ridiculous. Take the time to talk to your parents. Take the time and find out who's networked in. I was friends with this little Mexican lady in the back of my school, and you know, she didn't seem of any consequence. She was actually, you know, a housekeeper, but I was really good. You know, I just kind of hung out with her and talked to her a lot. I trained her kid for free, and I realized that she was a housekeeper for a lot of people in Scottsdale. and she would talk about my business so much that people would drive in from Scottsdale, which is about a 40-minute drive, to just start training with us because of the things that she would say. So find out who's a good networker, and then start networking with them. Okay, next one is why. Well, you know, Rich, I understand what you're saying about where the specific area the school is located in. And I will let you know, Rich, I am right outside of what is called the Square in Phoenix, Arizona, and that is probably one of the highest crime areas and gang-related areas in all of Arizona. So I kind of understand that. Yeah, it is a nice place. But you know what? I'm here to help. I'm a big community service school. Okay, why? Why does your school exist, guys? It's got to exist for more than just money. What is the purpose of you doing this? We all went to college. We all could work for, IBM or American Express. Why are we doing this? Are we socially responsible? Remember, consumers now are reusers, recyclers, and conservers. The trend will continue as population grows and resources dwindle. We need to become socially responsible. We've got to give reason. We got to give people a reason to care about our business. Well, what are we doing? Is our business sustainable? Sustainable, guys, means it's visibility and credibility. Can they see us, and are we credible? Are we dependable? Are we that business that everybody can call up and go, hey, listen, I know it's late notice, but tomorrow I need someone to come down and talk to my kids about respect. Can we say absolutely and get down there and have an awesome opportunity, have an awesome package there to be able to do it? Why would anyone choose you over your competitor? What makes you different? You've got to answer these questions for yourself. You've got to decide, okay, your competitor might be great at demos, and you might not be. Don't try to compete with them. Remember when I said earlier about holding your space? That's really important. You need to figure out what your space is. What is it that you're really good at, and what is it that means something to you? Mine has been and always will be community service. I'm a really big believer in helping other people find that next step up in life. And so I've stopped trying to compete with everybody else, and that's why people choose me over competitors. I so firmly believe in teaching children how to give back to their world and make their world a stronger place, that people will now come to me and they want to put their children in my program so that their child has an opportunity to learn how to be nice to other people and how to help other people. That's my niche in my current community. Like I told Rich, my current school that I'm in is in a very impoverished area, and so by teaching people community service and be getting out there and making a difference and not asking for a handout or a hand up all the time, I'm making a difference, and that's why people want to choose me over other people. Why should people refer me, spend money with me, or talk about me? You have to be able to answer each of those questions, and you have to be really focused on those. When you go out in the community and you interact with somebody, always remember, when you're talking to somebody, you've got to give them a reason to want to talk about you when you leave. Whether you say something nice about them, you give them a piece of information, you're at the bank, making your deposit, and the teller, talks about trying to find a dog, send her a little card and with some connections you have about the shelter, the dog shelter or something. Make sure that you're always giving back to people so that you're something different than what everybody's used to. And that leads me to the last part of my slide, and it says, what have you done for me lately? We've all heard that one, and it's not enough to be socially responsible. Your efforts must be visible. You must show your customers that you care. We've really got to take the time. I basically took the lesson I learned from ChampionsWay about how they always show me that they care, and they're always helping me, and they'll check up on me, and they'll ask me how, this went or that went. And it just makes me feel like I matter, and it really gives me that enthusiasm to a point where I tell everybody else about ChampionsWay, and I tell them that, they just have to be with ChampionsWay. I took that lesson and I started doing it in my own business. I started making sure that when I heard one mother tell me that, she was looking for a job, and then I heard a dad tell me that he just lost his receptionist, I put the two together, and then a week later I would call and I'd ask them. I had somebody else come here looking for to sign up for karate, and I wasn't a good fit for them because they wanted a whole lot of combat stuff and kind of some brawling, and that's not really what we do. But I have a friend who's a sensei that's about a mile down the street that teaches something different, so I sent him down there. 2 weeks later, I called the client and I asked him if he was enjoying that sensei school. Well, he was really surprised about it.